Hi, I'm Jana, and this is a Real Mom car tour of the 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid XSE. And no, this is not just for moms. I just call myself a real mom who gives car tours because I don't work in the automotive industry. I am not paid to do this, but if you subscribe and I get enough views, then I make basically something like 1 cent for, it's crazy. I don't make a lot of money, but I do this because I like it. So go easy on me. This is gonna be a Real Mom car tour where I show you what I like and what you need to know about the 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. Hi, I'm Jana, and I give Real Mom car tours. I am a boy mom, auto enthusiast, and I'm an Aquarius, which means my life and sometimes these tours are a little bit chaotic, but they are fun. So buckle up and let's get back to it. This is a fully loaded XSE Hybrid that has certain add-ons and extra packages, which I will tell you all about when we get there. But I want to start in the front. Under the hood, we have a 2.5 liter hybrid 4-cylinder. It makes 219 horsepower and it's on an electronic CVT, and it also has electronic all-wheel drive. And anytime you buy a RAV4 hybrid, it's gonna be standard all-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure. So why does this matter? If you're in the market for a gas sipper, I would look for a hybrid, and I feel like Toyota has kind of pioneered the hybrid technology, and a lot of people will immediately say, I hate electric. This is not that. This is not the Tesla. This is not, you have to plug it in and the batteries are gonna be $1 billion. Hybrid technology is really the best of both worlds. You never plug it in. I really don't think you're gonna have to replace the hybrid battery unless it just gets crazy in miles. That's my opinion. I know a bunch of people that have Toyota hybrids and have never had an issue. Now, this is rated in like the high 70s for Consumer Reports, and Toyotas are usually in the high 80s. I don't really know why that is. I could ask somebody at Toyota. It still doesn't bother me because I've had some real world case study experience. My mother-in-law's had a couple of RAV4s. I have friends that have had RAV4s and neighbors, and I haven't heard of any problems. So take that with a grain of salt. It is what it is. So you are gonna run regular gas, 87 octane or better, and you're gonna have 39 mpg on average, with 41 in city and 39 on the highway, or 38 on the highway. And that's a flip-flop number. And that's because when you're stopped at stoplights, applying your brake, if you're sitting in the drive-thru, you're actually on your EV battery power. So you're not using your gas for those things. And there's a way to extend that electric range, and I'm gonna tell you how. So to get better hybrid range, you're gonna go easy on the accelerator, you're gonna use eco mode, you will wanna brake gently and early to allow the EV mode to operate a little bit longer. It's really good to use cruise control so that you can stay at a steady speed to improve your MPG. Also, keep your air conditioning on recirculate. I don't know why more people don't do this, but I'm a big fan of using that recirculate button. And there's one thing that you may not know. Hybrids give better performance in warmer weather, better than they do in cold anyway. So you're gonna get better results for your MPG with your hybrid system in the summer than you would in the winter. So I guess take that into account if you're in the market for a hybrid. Obviously in the winter, you're gonna be using more of your accessories, like your windshield wipers, your lights, you'll have your heat on longer and more. And all of these things will use more battery power. So if you want to extend your EV life as much as you can, that's a couple of things you should just be aware of. I do have a couple more pro tips if you do want to extend that range. And this kind of goes for any vehicle to extend your MPG, not just hybrids, but these are good tips just in case you didn't know. First pro tip, clean out your trunk and your back seat. A lot of people just haul a bunch of stuff, and it could be heavy stuff. And obviously haul it where you need it, but by having a heavier load, it is going to affect your fuel efficiency. You also want to make sure that your tires are inflated to the manufacturer level. And that's with any car. You're going to get better MPG when your tires are inflated to the correct pressure. If you're going faster than say 40 miles per hour, it's a good idea to close your sunroof and your windows. You just want less drag and more aerodynamics. Also take advantage of your built-in driver assistance features like adaptive cruise control, because the less herky-jerky gas brake, if you can stay at a consistent speed, it's gonna help you have better range. And honestly, if you were super wild about it, you could uninstall roof rails or crossbars because that's gonna add more drag. but that's pretty intense, and I just don't feel like that would be something that I would do to improve fuel economy in a vehicle that already has amazing fuel economy. So if you're still with me, thank you. Now's a great time to like or subscribe or whatever we're doing here on YouTube so that I can know that you do like this video and you'd like to see more. But I'm gonna tell you a little secret right now, and that is this is my all-time favorite paint color, and it is polarizing apparently because everybody I've seen this week, I'm like, oh my God, I love this blue color, and they're like, either like, yes girl, this is freaking the most beautiful blue I've ever seen, or they're like, ooh, it's not for me. So is it for you? It's called Calvary Blue, and because this is an XSE, you have this really pretty black trim all over, which just pairs so well with the Calvary Blue. So I'm gonna bring you in for a closer look, in case you would like a closer look, because it's just so pretty. And there's a couple different, I'm in some shade, I'm in some light, because it is North Carolina in July, and no lie, it is hotter than four hells. I mean, it's like bathing on Satan's front porch. Okay, this is like not cinematography. I am not taking up a bunch of handicap spaces for people that would need it. Just so you guys know, I am like 20 minutes into a private park land reserve area, and this is the handicap parking for this lake. It's the middle of the day, and I made sure that there's other handicap parking somewhere else. So one of the things I absolutely love are these 18-inch multi-spoke black sport alloy wheels. I love these vertical accent lights right here, and I put on the hazards just so you can see. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. For those of you who have been with me, I'm learning. And then here's my LED lights in the back. Just while we're on our little light tour, I wanted you to check those out. I think they're really pretty. I love how they're kind of doing the extended light bar. I think people are calling that a light bar. To me, a light bar goes all the way across, but they're really pretty. And that is what your LED lights look like. And yes, somebody did roll up on me. I had to pause. And I was like, I literally just said nobody's gonna be here. And then I talked to them and they said it was totally fine. Let's do a little camera tour. So you are gonna have a 360 bird's eye view. So you do have your front camera here. You're gonna have cameras on each side view mirror. These little dots you're gonna see like here are for your park assist and all of that. They are sensors for your parking sensors basically. You have a camera here, and there should be, where's the other camera? There's another camera. Can we find it together? Would it be lower? I do have one more camera to show you that you may not know about. And this is one of my favorites, and I think this is an add-on for this package. And this is a camera in your rear view mirror. And so this shows you what's behind me, because if I had passengers, that's my water. If I had passengers here, or I had things stacked up, or a Costco haul, and I couldn't see well out of this, or if I had a tall middle passenger, you get the point. If my vision was obstructed, this view, I think, is more helpful than that view. I've done some drives with people, and they keep that camera on the whole time when they're on the highway, and it really wigs me out. Because you can see what's behind you, and if there's traffic and people are changing lanes, you know, you're on the highway, I'm like, this is kind of busy. I need a regular mirror for that. While I've got you on your rearview mirror, you have your universal programming for, oh gosh, garage doors. And this will illuminate these settings and buttons. Sorry for that hellish glare, but we're doing the best we can here. A couple things to know about your driver's seat. It is 8-way, power adjusted, and it's heated up here in the front. You use these buttons to turn your heated seats on. This is gonna show you a couple of features that are part of the upgrade. Your, oh my God, automatic high beams. This is your windshield wiper de-icer that does just that. This is your camera views. Your 360, it's like spinning, and the backup camera and stuff in here is really, really cool. It has see-through vision, I think, or see-through technology. I will clarify that, but it's really good. This is where you control your heated steering wheel, and we're not doing that right now. You just toggle your odometer for your trip on how many miles you've put on your RAV4, and then this is the button to open the hatch. So there's 3 ways to get into the hatch. You can use your key fob, and let me just show you what the key fob looks like because a lot of people love to see that. I can't say it's ever been anything that's tripped my trigger, is a key fob, but here's what it looks like, just in case you're one of those people. It says RAV4 on the back. Obviously, lock, unlock, and if you hold this, that's how you open your hands-free lift gate. It also has a kick to close. I'm not sure if it has a kick to open, so we're gonna find that out together. And I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what I can see from the driver perspective. And that's also gonna allow me to like close this door and get more air because I'm hot as heck. You do have this leather wrap steering wheel. This is how you can set your lane departure, your gap, and all that for your adaptive cruise control. You control your audio here. These are the buttons I was telling you about earlier. I just want to bring you in just so you could see them more clearly. You open and unlock your gas tank on this side, just so you know. And then I love the blue stitching that comes in this car. Well, this particular one. I'm not insinuating it comes in all of them, but isn't this really pretty? These seats feel good and they look good. I really, really like them. Your overhead dome lights are right here. There is a place to store sunglasses, which is a must for me. You even still have, hi, look, can you see me? I can't, I'm the most awkward. There you go. You can get an optional head-up display right here. Your climate is pulled out, which I always appreciate because I feel like I fiddle with other stuff, and you increase your temperature by turning this knob. This is how you control your heated seats. Your traction control button, I need that on. You have extra places to charge with a 12 volt and a USB here. This particular all-wheel drive has trail mode, which I'll tell you more about in just a second. Then you can push this for normal drive mode, turn it left for eco, right for sport, or just push it to get back to normal. And then you have EV drive mode that you can only use if your battery has enough juice. 2 cup holders, and I've got my sunglasses in one and my giant cup in the other. A really nice storage area in your glove box, and you have 2 USB-C charging ports here. As far as storage, we have a really nice area in front of your passenger, a traditional glove box, of course, and I think that about does it for the front. Once I show you that each door does have bottle holders. You do get 3 months of Sirius XM if you care about that. You can connect devices. All of your connectivity is wireless, so you do not need to plug in a cord to have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You can check your energy flow here and see how your hybrid system is working. And then you check any vehicle alerts here. And I did check, and there are no open recalls or alerts right now for the 2024 RAV4 Hybrid. I did tell you that this has some add-ons, and one of those is a technology package. And let me tell you what you get with that while we're just kind of looking around here. Front and rear parking assistance with automatic braking. You get your smart key system, which works on all doors in your liftgate. You have the hands-free foot activated liftgate, which is what I call the kick open, kick close. Your Qi compatible wireless charging system here, and you can turn that on and off based on whether you like it or not. And it should show you, I'm using my phone to film, but normally it will show you some indication here if you are charging. And then this light, I believe, also goes from orange to green. But while I've got you right here, you also have your panoramic view monitor, which I told you we access with that button. And that is graphics that's just taken off. It's the life of its own right now. I'm not doing that. It's circling us around so we can see what's around the RAV4. You can see my camera tripod. You see the car that came behind me. And there's an overhead bird's eye view. I mentioned the 8-way power adjusted driver's seat with memory. You have 2 memory functions right here. And you also get this really nice and incredibly clear. We've come a long way on graphics and stuff. This is a 12.3-inch color LCD gauge cluster, which I think is lightly customizable. Let's just see. If I hit mode, well, no, that's my audio. Okay, we need to kill that. I'm gonna turn the volume down. Let's see, I'm gonna click OK. Sometimes we learn as we go, and this is one of those examples, and people will say, well, you should have studied. Yeah, I should have, but a lot of times people leave the dealership and don't get the full tour, and they're doing the same thing. So this is the real and the real mom. I don't know if I mentioned this, but these windshield wipers are rain sensing. And I told you that there is a de-icer. This extra package that I was just telling you about too, and it gives you an upgraded JBL sound system, and you have 11 JBL speakers that have a really nice sound. And another upgrade that I love it, but when it's hot in the summer, I feel like I don't use it that much, and that is the panoramic roof. And this is a good one. I mean, it's big and it's large and it's really pretty. It goes all the way back, and that's one of the reasons I brought you here, because it's really pretty here. So this car also has Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. So in the back, you do have seating for 3. This is a 5-passenger. There are 3 head restraints, 2 sets of lower latches with 3 top tethers if you are going to install car seats. I have ridden in this center seat of a RAV4 with 2 convertible car seats, 1 on each side, and it wasn't that bad. I've got a lot of hips and thighs and I fit fine. Obviously it's not ideal, but if you're a grandparent and you're gonna be hauling kids or an extended family around, you can do it in this car. Your vents are located right here on the back of the console, and you have additional charging ports down here, and I think they are USB-Cs. There's a bottle holder in each door, and 2 additional bottle or cup holders under your armrest. I will say this was set for a passenger who was over 6 feet tall, and I still have good leg room, and I have great headroom, and I love that I can see all that natural light out of this pano sunroof. But other than that, it's pretty standard here. I do want to mention that these seats are on a 60-40 split, and if you're hauling extra stuff, if you have a DIY weekend and or you're going skiing and you need something to kind of poke through, you can just drop your 40%, or you can drop both. They'll lay flat and you have a ton of cargo. So speaking of, let's go check that out. If you're still with me, I'm so glad. Let me know, drop a note and say you hung through the whole tour. I'm gonna lock the car and we're gonna try the hands-free, what I call the kick. So as long as I have the key on me, I'm going to approach the RAV4 and kick. Oh my gosh, thank you, Toyota. It worked flawlessly. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer just so you can see in the back. We have a light here so we can see what we're doing. We have 1 speaker over here for your JBL sound system, a really nice cargo privacy cover, another 12-volt here, extra cubby for storage, and you do have a spare tire underneath. Let me tell you why this car is so great for bad weather. Well, first of all, it has automatic rain sensing wipers. I just gave him a nudge there, just, you know, why not? It also has de-icer under your de-icing, what do you call it? I really like driving this car. It's easy to squeeze in and out of tight parking spaces. It's got a little bit of zip. It makes 219 horsepower. You get a little bit of low end torque. That's that burst you would get when you're in, you know, EV mode. I have gone on and off the highway. I've had to pass people and I've had no issues at all. This is not a performance car. It's not gonna purr like a kitty when you stroke it. But it will get you from A to V, not V, but it will get you from point A to point B in style, on time, safely, and I would bet that this thing will run easily 150,000 miles. No guarantee, just a guess based on other people I know that have had RAV4s. One of the things I really like is you have a camera in your rear view mirror. You have a 360-degree camera, which will show you all the way around your RAV4. A really cool backup camera that will show you what's under you. It's called see-through view, and you can see what's under your RAV4, like my kids leave scooters and balls and all that kind of stuff. And you can actually see that, which I think is great. So let me know what you think of the 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid XSE. I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you have any questions, let me know. I can always reach out to the reps at Toyota to try to get clarification. If you're in the market for a RAV4 and want one, I'll try to be as helpful as I can be. Let's see, all mistakes are my own. I think we went through that. I'm a real mom out here giving car tours. I'm in no way an expert, but I am showing you what I would want to see if I were in the market for a new car. If I'm your vibe, you can find me all over social media at TikTok and Instagram and at realmomcartours.com. Leave me a comment, a thumbs up. It helps creators more than you know. Just knowing that people like the content you're putting out. Hey, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and neither are you for that matter. That's why there's like dozens of us that look at different cars, because what one guy, Toyota Jeff, would show you might be different than what I showed you, and that's okay. Because what one creator might show you could be completely different from what I would show you, and that's okay. So you can close this a couple of different ways. Touch this button, start to pull on this handle, or kick it closed. Or obviously you could also touch this button. So for me and the Toyota RAV4, that's all I've got for you today. So thanks for watching.